Hello, hello. So, got a new bag. Not new, actually. Got it Sunday. Um, Almost a week ago at this point. I have sourced absolutely nothing this week. Had very limited time, and the times that I have gone in to buy stuff, there has been nothing worth picking up. So, going through this is a bag I bought because it had How to Train Your Dragon. Those toys go pretty well. DreamWorks Entertainment, two movies in the series, and then I think they started doing. There's a show, maybe a few more direct to stream movies. But I grabbed the bags for these two. We'll see what else is in here. It's kind of bigger toys stuff entirely. So I've had really good luck with How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know if they just didn't make enough of these toys, or something that wasn't immediately popular and then was, but they seem to demand really high prices. I've listed some for like $30, which is pretty unusual for a modern toy, but that's the going rate. So we got this guy. I don't know who this is. And I think maybe this one's named Fang. And a pair of child binoculars. We have a giant shark. And finally we have so we got a transformer. So we'll go in order ascending of my perception of value on these, I suppose. So first up, we got Little Experimenter night vision binoculars. So I tried every combination of those used batteries. I couldn't get the night vision flashlight, which is just a green flashlight, to turn on. And it's missing the battery cover, which is going to be problematic, of course. So this is a type of toy that falls into like the STEM category. So stuff that's meant for kids for discovery purposes, science-based. I've found in the past that it does sell, but it needs to typically be in the box. Different like Lego knockoff sets will be from like a STEM pack, and they'll have like a camera, you control it with your phone, but they're pretty hard to sell if they're not already in the box, and it's something that it tends to find its way into thrift shops. So you're going to be tempted to buy stuff like that, and it doesn't move. So the market isn't there for it. This, I looked it up. There are 5 of these for sale. 1 sold. New in box, $15, shipping included. So this is just junk, especially because I can't get it to work. This is a 2007 Lego Bionicle from McDonald's. Rule of thumb on McDonald's toys: if they're not over 20 years old, they're not worth listing. Bionicles are oddly popular for a McDonald's or fast food toy. This one's also missing like some kind of disc that would go in here that it would shoot. If it had that, I would probably actually list it, because there are 480 from this time period for sale and 30 had sold. So it's actually not terrible. But the fact it's not complete, it's just not going to go anywhere. Or into the real meat of the matter. So this is some kind of shark. It is an Imaginext property. 2018. It's got some stuff going on. It's got a lot of buttons. So we got a button that wags the tail and opens the mouth. Pretty stiff. You got some kind of like handle. That must have like a missile. Okay, well. Okay, so that's like the missile hatch, and then you can shoot the missile with that. Something probably went here. Let's see if we can depress the button. That's not a button. So I'm guessing almost every Imaginext has a red platform to mount somebody. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is an Aquaman toy of some kind. There's like a wheel on the bottom that rolls. Doesn't do anything. It kind of doesn't... It doesn't even really stand up on it. That's weird. Why would you even have that? It actually doesn't roll. I don't know. It might work better on carpet. Yeah, that's really not much to this. Imaginext, the figures do okay, the vehicles don't do okay, and the bases don't do okay. But we'll look this one up. Alright, so I was right. Aquaman movie Warrior Shark. So Aquaman hangs onto these handles, and it looks like there's some kind of like wave thing that goes in here. So we got the shark with Aquaman for sale. We got just the shark with no missile or anything. And so this is odd. $10 or best offer, $8 shipping, 15 people watching this. Couldn't tell you why. Because there are 1,100 of these for sale. So prices kind of all over the place. This one, that's not quite the same. Why is this one so expensive? So 20 bucks for a shark. Wow. So I'm guessing this one has all the watchers because 18 bucks is going to be the cheapest for this shark. I can't imagine people are buying this. It's just not that cool, honestly. It doesn't really do anything, and nobody likes Aquaman. So, 67 sold. So we have, wow, we have the complete Aquaman with the shark for 35 bucks. You have just the shark for 16. So I'm getting a bunch of not what I'm looking for. So we're going to try Warrior Shark. Now I'm getting a bunch of Warrior Sharks that I didn't want. Try DC. Alright. It's 5 results. 1 in box. 1 loose for 12 bucks with 2 figures. That's kind of an anomaly. So the guy, so you might be thrown off by 1,100 for sale and 5 sold. However, we see this one sold for 16. And then 15 people are watching the one that's 18. Means 15 people are thinking about making a purchase on this. However, $18 is too expensive. And when you do best offer, there's a finite amount of offers that can be sent to you. So if people sit there and lowball, they don't actually get to make an offer at a point. So we're going to weigh this. Because if 15 people are watching this one, stands to reason people actually do want to buy this. And they're just being priced out because everybody's being a bit greedy on it. So 12 ounces. So I am going to list this. I'm going to list it for 12 bucks. Because I've undercut everyone and I'll still make a little money. And that's not what I bought that bag for. This is kind of my gravy money because all of these are too expensive. All of the individual sharks are $20. So people are looking for too much, and in doing so, are not going to make any money. but I shall. So on $12, if and when it sells, and I bet it's going to sell quick, I'll make $6. On to the reason I bought the bag, How to Train Your Dragons. So this one has fold-out wings that are spring-loaded that are supposed to clip into this, and then you drop it and they fly out. But the right one simply refuses to stay in. And there's no adjustment to be made. It just, I think it got bent, and it's not going to be unbent. Also, the left wing is torn, and that's why we're doing this one first. It's probably going to be worth less. However, it is battery powered, so it does something. 2018 Spin Master, How to Train Your Dragon. So we're going to bust this open and see what it looks like. Hopefully it's not corroded. These little batteries can blow up just like the big ones. If it is corroded and we can't get it to work, we'll assess if it's worth working on. I think it should be. So 3 batteries. There goes that one. Wow. Those are swollen. Yeah, those are no good. That's why they wouldn't come out. These, I never know if any of these batteries work. The little ones seem to die once you use them at all. Even if you just set them back on your desk, they just seem to fade away. But there's 2 selectors. I don't know if that button's supposed to do anything. It ain't making noise. I'll have to go through some batteries and figure this out. So when in doubt, you grab a toy you know works, and you throw some batteries in him. And he's yelling, moving his head. So we know this is not a case of bad batteries. I got 4 here that work. Now we need 3. If I slot him in and nothing happens, this guy's broken. And I'll be quite sad. That means his physical function is broken because his wing is messed up. And he doesn't make any noise. That's going to leave me with not too many outs to make money on this guy. Alright. So, batteries work. There we go. I have no idea why there's 3 selectors on this thing. Unless it can sense. They're not labeled. Unless the middle one has something to do with the wings coming out. Maybe it makes a noise only if the wings come out. I don't think it could really detect that. But, whatever. So he's working, kinda. Alright, take these back. Now, thank you, Dinosaur, for helping us out. So let's look this guy up and see if we can make a buck on this. Alright, so this is Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon Hidden World. I don't know if that's a movie or a show. Also, I didn't realize Toothless had teeth at some point, so I didn't think it was him, but here he is. So, the one with the fold-out wings, we got like 21 bucks, 19, 21, 15, 18. So there's quite a few of them for sale. So again, like the shark, we immediately see that this one is like 22 bucks and 12 watchers. Well, there's got to be a reason for that. Mine isn't in the best shape, so that's going to be a problem, but it does work. Got 182, but it's not just this one. It sounds similar but different. Working fabric wings. Why is his head different? It's the same year. I don't know if somebody painted this. So there's different models of the same toy doing the same thing. That's from the same year. This may be a knockoff from Australia, so it might have been a little different over there. Alright, so we got a fold-out wings one, Australia again. Another fold-out, best offer. This went for around 20. And the ones that are selling are around 20, so mine's damaged. So we're going to be upfront about that. But I think I can probably get 14 for it. Even with the damage, it is working. The wings do pop out. I wish I knew why this one particular wing won't stay in. It really doesn't look any different. And the peg is actually in better shape than the other one. Well, that's odd. If you look on the back, if you can catch it, the holes are actually offset. They don't completely line up. I don't know if that would have anything to do with it. No, I couldn't even go. It's not symmetrical. The back isn't symmetrical. There's more space on the right side than the left. These things do move. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I should do 12 actually. Thing is, when you're selling stuff, you can be upfront and say, look, this is damaged. But people get it and they're still kind of mad sometimes. Like I just sold a Gandalf figure and they gave me a good review, but they said like it was worn, and it's like, well, I mean, it was clearly worn in the photos, and I say it wasn't worn, but I don't want people to buy stuff and be upset that it doesn't work the way they want it to. Got the one working wing is the busted one. I tried bending it a little. It just don't want to stay. Yeah, we'll do 12. 12 with obvious defect. And we're going to turn for a photo so you can actually definitely see that the wing is torn. This one's starting to go too, which is not great. But I think somebody will grab it just based on the fact it works. That's where we are. We got one left. Right. And last one, and the one I think is potential to have the most value, is another one of the wing snapping How to Train Your Dragons, except this one, the wings are good. The wings peg into place. And oh, if my sausage fingers hadn't set that off prematurely, would have been much more triumphant, but we go. Come on. It's kind of an awkward toy, honestly. Really? This one doesn't want to peg into place at all. And the peg hole is too shallow. It doesn't even actually go in. So. Still, it works, clearly, because it is kind of reaching. Yeah, so batteries are dying on it. I will take them out because you're not supposed to ship stuff with batteries. This is nicer than the other one, I think. It has a different feel to it. It's very sleek. I don't know if that has anything to do with the model of the dragon. I've never watched the movie. But the other one has more like a traditional dragon feel to it. It has scales, and this one does not have anything like that. So let's see if we're going to be able to cash in on this. 301 for sale. And we have one in package for 52. Got one with missiles. That's kind of odd. All right, another one out of package, $40. That one's a different paint job. And again, that's from Australia. They must have had a variant in Australia. 25 on this one. So now I'm, mentally calculating probably 22 because I want to get mine sold the quickest. So 156 sold. Of course, it's not all the same one. So we got one here that's sold for $30, untested. That's bold. Okay. I didn't look to see if the $25 one was broken. Another one, best offer. It's going to be around 20. Okay, so this is How to Train Your Dragon 3. I didn't know they had 3 movies. Another one, 21. So now I'm thinking 20 is reasonable. And these are going. These are going pretty good, actually. And yeah, $20 is totally reasonable. I'm happy with that. So that'll end up being... There. That's not a bad bag for $5. Learned a little bit about the shark. So, that's a thing. I know about How to Train Your Dragon. I know the pricing can be good on those. But the shark, I didn't realize. And I pass by Imaginext stuff all the time because I've purchased it in the past. Like the penguin car. All these different vehicles from the different historical figures. And I end up just giving them away. They just don't move. I'm still sitting on a few, but so the shark I wouldn't have grabbed off the shelf, but if this one moves for $12, if I can get it for $2, there's absolutely no reason not to do that. So not a bad pickup. So like and subscribe if you enjoy reseller content or toy-based content. That helps out the channel, and I appreciate you, and I will see you next time.